work as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Into the air right away is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. And the Bills had 5 and 6 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And they run the option on 2nd down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Running on 1st down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tackling. Closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 7. To the air, Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Yeah, he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it. Cook. Well, he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's third and goal. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Nothing like understanding where your escape patches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready.
They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. You look at this Buffalo defense, they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom.
Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now Allen. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division. Looking, there he goes, right side. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again, right?
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple of this drive, they killed off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Here's Allen to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, back to Sanders. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Young to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Option play. Here's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to get it back here just past the 35. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And Sanders with a carry on 1st down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Young off the play fake. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. His miles around smiling. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Chark, 35 yards.
And the Panthers are able to stretch out their lead.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs.
Oh, and his early these struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go, set.
Young. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense is moving a little bit, having back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ethan Evans on now to punt. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
We'll be in the game. Guys, we can do better. You're better than this. What's that? Are you kidding me?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Oh, nice move. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Following the interception, Young. They're trying to set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A final shot before half for Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers is good, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
What kind of lousy call was that? No way! Get off the field. Come on, ref! Get off the field, ref!
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Yellow. No movement here, guys. Shut them down.
A give running left. It's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Young quickly to the flat. And just 1 yard
wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Young now from the 50. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Young, he's going to change it up.
Here's Young to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! Tommy Tremble. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
You can do better.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Ready. Jackrabbit.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Ziegler, and he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
Nice little juke. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Up the middle they go. Garland.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, Ziegler. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Ziegler. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
And they take a knee.
What's that? Ready?
And they will take a knee here.
Fight hard! Jack, what are you doing? Were you even paying attention?
And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.